A teacher in New York was told to not wear some of his, we'll just say propaganda t-shirts. We'll let you judge if that's what they are. But he had been wearing shirts that said "Back the Blue" and "Proud Zionist" to school, and he was told not to. And that has led to this back and forth about what sorts of slogans are acceptable and which are not. This is Jeffrey Levy, who teaches at William Alexander Middle School 51 in Brooklyn, New York. So he has lodged a complaint to the Department of Education about what he is saying is anti-Semitism because his shirt choice is being controlled. Well, he says others are not. There are teachers who've worn shirts supporting feminism and the Black Lives Matter movement. And let's see, there was this email exchange between the principal and this teacher where the principal told Levy he gave him a verbal warning that the politics you expressed via your t-shirts had led to students feeling unsafe and uncomfortable in that it was triggering due to the politics expressed. Levy said he was just as offended by Black Lives Matters, that organization, and offended by the LGBTQ community. So he said the shirts and the flags should be removed if his are gonna be. So this is covering a lot of different political territory, Brett, but what do you think?
Uniforms. I loved uniforms just because I had no fashion sense and it was great. Teachers should wear uniforms. Screw it. It's like when someone puts on a black, and maybe this is just us communicating, and then I'd like someone from that side to come back at me in a way that like makes sense. But like, I feel like if you put on a Black Lives Matter shirt, you're just like, I just want to remind everybody that like there's an overlooked part of society and Black Lives Matter. When you put on that like Zion till I die shirt, like back the blue, like you're like angry and triggered and you're trying to make a point counter to the one made by someone who just came out and was like, I'm cool. I just want to point out something good, something positive to think about in the world. And there's a difference between those things. I'd say on the merits, like if you're banning that guy's shirt, I'm fine with banning all political whatever in a school for reasons that make sense, where you ban like showing of pornography in schools, you ban there's certain kind of restricted speech in schools because the whole point of school is to like draw a line around like, here's what we're gonna teach kids right now. And that's what we're focusing on. We're getting rid of distractions. Like I'm fine getting rid of all of those things in the school, just put it outside and just focus on teaching kids.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of like I want teachers to be invested in what's going on. I just wish that we could do that in a country where we have rational people that aren't awful. And we don't. I don't know, like it's complicated. I want teachers to be supportive of marginalized groups and things like that. It's just that they seem to think that the police are the marginalized group. And we know what they mean when they wear these things. These are not about backing the blue. These are about opposing something that's not blue. That's what it's about. Also, as many people are pointing out, why is a teacher wearing a t-shirt anyway? What's going on with the casual Fridays approach to elementary school in this place? It's like mildly controversial when I go on the main show in just a t-shirt. Why are teachers doing that? You're like a professional. You should be wearing something, I don't know, aren't you supposed to have like tweed patches or something? But anyway, look, it clearly is bothering some of the students. I'm assuming the end result will be something like what you've said, Brett, but we're gonna have to see.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.